Hi, Vicki Williams here. Gonna do another exciting lab for you guys. We are gonna do double displacement reactions today. And what that's gonna consist of is I'm gonna get 2 aqueous solutions, 1 in each test tube, and then I'm going to pour them together and we're gonna see what happens. Now, there's 3 things that can happen. 1, we can make a precipitate. 2, we can have a gas evolve, and 3, we can make water, and that will also produce heat. So if the test tube doesn't do anything but get warm, then we've made water. And that usually happens when we put an acid and a base together. Okay, for test tube number 1, first I'm going to get sodium chloride, and then I will come back and get another test tube and put potassium nitrate in that. And please notice that I am labeling all my test tubes so that we don't have any unknown chemicals floating around the lab. Here I have in my right hand sodium nitrate. Nope. In my right hand I have sodium chloride. In my left hand I have potassium nitrate. I'm gonna mix these together. We're gonna see what happens. It doesn't feel like it got warm, and it doesn't look like anything's happening. And I'm just gonna put the sodium chloride sticker on there so I know both the things that are in that. And we're gonna leave that and we'll come back to it in a few minutes to see if it's done anything exciting yet. So we're back to check on test tube number 1, which still didn't get warm, didn't do anything. I would say test tube number 1 is no reaction. Now test tube number 2 is going to be sodium chloride and silver nitrate. Now I'm going to take my sodium chloride and my silver nitrate and mix those 2 together. Voila! Instant white cloudiness. That would be a white precipitate. Instant white cloudiness for that one. I'm going to switch my label over so I know where that waste goes. Pretty impressive, huh? Okay, so test tube 3 is sodium carbonate and hydrochloric acid. Let's mix those together. I think it feels a little warm. I would definitely say that that feels maybe a little warm. Is little tiny fine bubbles of that. I don't know if you can see them, but there's very teeny tiny bubbles rising to the top. Maybe you can see them on the black background better. So I would definitely say that we got a gas with that. Now I'm working on test tube number 4. We're going to take sodium hydroxide and hydrochloric acid and mix them together. They're both clear to start with. Okay, there's definitely a bit of a temperature change there. It's getting a little bit warm. Not enough to worry about. And our test tube number 3 that has sodium carbonate and HCl in it is actually getting more bubbles, as you can see. So it's definitely producing a gas. And our test tube number 1 still isn't doing anything. For test tube number 5, we're doing barium chloride and sulfuric acid, H2SO4. They're both clear to begin with. Beautiful white chalky precipitate. That's definitely the formation of a solid. And when you write precipitate, you also need to write the color. And be as detailed as possible on your observations.